Well, for the very latest, let's cross live now to our senior reporter, Cyril Payen, who joins us from near Kyiv. Cyril, what can we assume from these latest efforts to evacuate civilians?
Well, this is the 15th day since the start of this military offensive from Russia, and here we are in central Kyiv now, and I can tell you that the whole city is just preparing for what is looking like a final assault. We have been experiencing 3 ceasefires around the country since the start of the offensive, and the latest was yesterday. We were at 15 kilometers away northwest from where we are standing now, and we could really experience what is the strategy from Moscow, basically opening humanitarian corridors, implementing ceasefire. But as soon as the refugees, and we were in Bucha and Irpin around midday yesterday, as soon as the long queue of yellow buses, meaning the public vehicles coming in Irpin and Bucha to try to get hundreds of civilians out to Kyiv, the shelling and artillery shellings and firing by Russian tanks started. It was really much a war zone, and we could see these convoys trying to sneak through checkpoints and bombardments out of this area, which is again a residential area northwest of where we're standing in Kyiv, and to try to sneak out hundreds of families. So we know now that 10,000 people actually made it yesterday to Kyiv, probably to be sent in other part of Ukraine or outside, crossing borders, most probably in Poland. But where I'm standing now, I can tell you that the Russian tanks are very much closer and closer. They are just 15 kilometers away from central Kyiv. So to answer the question, well, basically here, this is 2 weeks here since the offensive, and everybody knows that the final assault and the siege of Kyiv is about to start soon.
We enter, as you say, Cyril, we're entering a 3rd week of the conflict now. How long do you think that the Ukrainian military can withstand the Russian advances? What's the feeling there?
Well, this is also the key strategic question, because if we know that the offensive from Moscow has been slower than expected, very much slower than expected, we still have long convoys of logistics which are stuck somewhere 20, 30 kilometers away from Kyiv, and this is the same scenario in other parts of the country. The Russians attacked on 6 different fronts. So if there is a window of a time window of opportunity, I would say, for the people in Ukraine to mobilize using some local volunteers, some foreign volunteers, and having the military. We can see a very heavy Ukrainian military presence here now at the doors of Kyiv. If they had, let's say, more time to prepare, let's not say that this is the end of the war, and the scenario will be ending at the advantage of the Ukrainian. We have 200,000 troops here on the ground from Russia in Ukraine, and they are absolutely, it's a fact that they are slower. They have been slowed down by the ground, by the resistance, but all the effort from the Ukrainian side is already here on the ground, and they are obviously not much resources. It's very cold today, it's -10. The conditions here are extremely difficult, and we can see that people are already exhausted. And also people know that this war is going to last very much. We are talking now not about weeks, but months, maybe more here in Kyiv.
Thanks for that update, Cyril. Our senior reporter, Cyril Payen, reporting there from the empty streets of Kyiv as the Ukrainian capital prepares for a potential assault by Russian forces. Well, there's been global